I was sitting in a local pizza parlor, just looking for a quiet dinner. The restaurant had that warm, yeasty smell that usually makes you relax, but the manager told me it would be a 30-minute wait for my order. Since I had some time to kill, I pulled out my phone to scroll through the news. The headlines were terrifying. A dangerous prisoner had escaped from a nearby facility earlier that morning. The news report showed a grainy photo of a man with a jagged scar on his left hand and a very specific tattoo on his neck. The police warned the public not to approach him, as he was considered armed and unpredictable. I looked up from my screen to check the time, and my heart nearly stopped. Sitting at the very next table, with his back partially turned toward me, was the man from the news. He was wearing a heavy hoodie despite the heat. But when he reached for a glass of water, I saw the scar. When he leaned back, the tattoo was unmistakable. I tried to keep my hands from shaking. I didn't want to cause a scene or put the other families in the restaurant in danger. I quietly slipped into the restroom and dialed 911. I gave the operator the address and described exactly where the man was sitting. A few minutes later, the front door swung open. 3 police officers entered quickly but calmly. They surrounded the table before the man could even stand up. The restaurant went silent as they led him away in handcuffs. One of the officers walked over to me, shook my hand, and said, "You did the right thing. You just made the neighborhood a lot safer." Just then, the manager walked out with my pizza. "On the house," he said with a grin. "It was the best pizza I've ever had."